Hi guys, welcome, and today review of the new phone, because I've changed the phone. This will be hard to show this phone because I'm just using this new phone to record this video. There's a Samsung S7 Edge, really nice phone. Because as you know, I changed the phone. My old phone Note 4 stopped working, and temporary phone. I was thinking it will be a phone for longer. It was Samsung A5, exactly A5 2015. It's a model A500FU. A500FU, international version of the Samsung Galaxy A5. A5, really nice phone, and I really like this phone. And probably I will use this phone much longer because it's really good phone. It's not a top level phone. It's a middle level phone, A5, but it's really good phone. Not expensive phone, but really good phone. I remember that I bought that phone for a very cheap, and this was my second phone, and it was really good phone, A5. But I've got an offer to make an upgrade in my contract, and I've got S7 Edge for free. So and I really wanted, as I compared this to A5, and I think this is really S7 Edge is a really good phone, top level phone, really good phone. So I upgraded to this phone, and it's really great. Exactly, I have a version G935F. Yeah, G935. Yeah, G935F is Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge in international version, when you have, of course, 2G in all frequencies, you have 3G in all frequencies, and you have LTE 4G also in worldwide, also in all frequencies. You have in exactly for Europe, for US, you have all bands for 4G, so it's really good. In Wi-Fi, you have Wi-Fi N at 2.4 GHz and Wi-Fi AC on 5 GHz, which works really fast, really good. Android, you can use version 5 Lollipop, version 6 Marshmallow, and you can upgrade now to version 7 Nadat. Nadat is available for a few days to S7 Edge, and S7 for a few days is available. You can download manually, even if you have a phone from some company, from some network, when you don't have OTA, over the air update. You can update manually by downloading from sommobile.com. From Sommobile you can download software, and then using Odin just make a manual flash and upgrade your phone to a new Android 7 Nugget. I have Android 6 Marshmallow version for original from free. So it's a Marshmallow with some add-ons from free, but I make a root, so I unloaded the root for Android 7 Nugget. For the Galaxy 7 Edge root, it's still, I think, not available. I've seen few methods of root for this phone. Mostly it's related that you need to install Android 7. After that, you need to install a custom ROM, or directly from Android 6 install custom ROM, and then you need to install a special version of bootloader and modem for Android 7. So it's some procedure, but with a custom ROM it is possible to make a root on Android 7. I didn't want to make all changes. I have apps installed already, so I don't want to lose these apps and install this to make configuration of this everything again. It's too many apps to make configuration again, especially that I had to do this once after I've changed the phone, because programs to move to transfer apps with configs are not perfect, and I wanted to make a fresh configuration, so I just unlocked a root in this phone. About the CPU and GPU, this phone is really fast. Quality of the camera is also very good. What is important in the Edge version of the Samsung, in 7 Edge, 6 Edge, it's good idea to have some case, some cover for a phone, because as you know, the display have some edges on left and right side. It's not flat like in standard phones, so it's really easy to scratch this. So it's good to buy some case for this phone and some extra glass or some other protection for the screen. I've taken a case for the phone, this type of the wallet case, which I really like. Wallet cases are great. I like wallet type of case. It's I have this in all phones except the old Nokia 6310i, because in this 6310i I had the standard vertical case from this style you have on a belt and you put the phone. It was the old style, but from the smartphones I prefer this wallet type case. The wallet type case are really great. I bought this wallet type case in a telephone warehouse to a 7 Edge. It was a really good offer, not very cheap case, but just for £25, but really good case. We just open, really nice case. And I bought on the eBay another glass for a screen to protect this, because the phone is a little expensive. Let's say that a 7 Edge is not a cheap phone, but I do this for free from free network for free, so with a contract, so it's great. It's good to take some insurance also for a phone, because when you have a very expensive phone, can be risky. Good insurance. In free were available insurance, standard insurance and full insurance for £5 or £10 monthly. I didn't take from a free any insurance for a phone. In case that I have insurance in my bank account in Lloyds, I have this account with insurance, so I just need to tell them email number, phone model, which network I use, and is this contract or pay as you go. And these 4 things I need to say, and that's all. And I have phone insurance for damage, for theft, for everything. So it's really great. Really great. What about the phone? It works really nice. There's no problem with a website, no problem with Instagram, no problem with absolutely no problem with any type of websites. Anything you will do, recording works really nice, because you can record in 4K using front camera, using back camera. This main camera using 4K, and 1080p using the front camera, which is really good. Now I'm using the front camera to record this video. It's a day. It's very cloudy outside. A little fog was the morning. Yeah, because we're in London, so and it still works really great. So I'm really happy about this phone. What you got in when you buy this phone as a new phone, because I've got as a new phone, in a box you will get a phone, you will get USB cable charger, which is a Quick Charge 2.0, Quick Charge version 2 charger, standard charger to this phone, and you will get some standard headphones, in-ear headphones. Standard thing is for this standard accessories like with all phones. I think that in this type of the top phones, that should be something else added inside, like some case, maybe something else. But in this, I think in Galaxy S, there should be something special added inside. There should be something special in a box. I don't know what, but maybe some smaller thing. I don't know what, but that's for Samsung too. That maybe they should put something to make also some difference between A series and S series. But the quality of the phone really great. The phone is waterproof. So it's really what I wanted, because my old A5 wasn't waterproof, Note 4 also wasn't waterproof. I wanted something not to swim with this, of course, but for some little rain, and you need to use a phone outside, and it's a little rain, London weather is good. Of course, with DSLR doesn't have to be waterproof, because you don't use DSLR where it's raining, yeah? But a phone, someone will tell you, and it is a little rain, it's good as some protection for this, yeah, is a good thing. So battery is not removable. You cannot change battery in an easy way. Of course, if something will happen, you can change battery. Opening the phone, very hard thing with Edge, but it is possible to change battery, but not like in a Note 4. The other thing is that the battery capacity 3600 milliampere hours per hours, so it's really great. In A5 I had the only small problem is the battery doesn't work such good. It was 2500, about something about this, so a little smaller battery than in the Edge. Problem was that it was not only also for one day. After 16-17 hours of working, it was empty. I have to charge twice a day. I had the charger. I had the charger always with me, so I charge at work and at home, and yeah, it was a little complicated to charge this phone. Yeah, I know that's, yeah, what you can do, yeah. It was problematic with charging, because the battery wasn't such great. So when I used YouTube and Insta and camera to record and GPS, it was very fast. With S7 Edge, when I use so much phone, the battery is much better. For example, when I'm at work, in A5 I was able to use the whole battery. In S7 I use about 20-25%, sometimes 15% of battery. So it's much more optimized and better battery and better optimization of the use of battery. So especially when I use when I have all my phones are rooted, and I use a Dreamify app to don't have so many apps running in the background, because I'm addicted to this the same computer. I don't like where there's many apps working in the background. I want to run this, what I use. What I don't use, I don't want this in the background. It's about the CPU also, that is much faster when you don't have so many things in the background. SIM card, as new phone is use a nano SIM card. In a Note 4 it was a micro SIM card. It was micro SIM card in the Note 4. In the Note 4 it was micro SIM card. In A5 it was nano SIM card, nano A5 2015 nano SIM card, and in A7 Edge we have also nano SIM card. So difference between A5 was in Note 4, of course, you open a cover, because you need to back plate take out, back cover, you take out battery, and you put a SIM card and memory card. This is a standard thing from a Note 4. In A5 you have two trays, one tray for a memory card, second tray for a SIM card. In A7 Edge you have one tray. There's a one tray on the right side of the phone. When you put on the one tray memory card and SIM card. I have a version with 32GB of memory, A7, which is enough for me, because I have also 32GB memory card. So it together was really good. And I think this is the only most important information about this phone. At this moment, I have this phone for 1.5 weeks, and it works really good. There's nothing bad I can say at this moment. Good thing, important thing is this is good to have some better charger, because if you have a not quick charge charger but a standard 5-volt USB charger, when you have a charger with 2 or 3 ampere for a port, it charges really fast, even sometimes faster than with a quick charge. So it's really good. I have yeah. I need to remove this. It's exactly I have car charger, which is 2.1 ampere, which works really good with this phone. Even when I use GPS, in the Note 4 and in the A5, it was that on a GPS this charger was able to put battery stable. It wasn't charging when I used Google Maps, but it was stable. When I didn't use Google Maps, it was charging. With this phone, it's such optimized that with this 2.1 ampere charger, and when I use Google Maps, it's even charging. It's charging, and I can use Google Maps, so it's really nice. And I have standard AC charger, which is 3.4 ampere with 2 ports, and a big 5-port charger, which is 3 ports for 3 ampere for 1 port, so it's 5 ports and 3 ampere for each port, so it's also really good charger, and it was really fun, really good. So it's good to have some other charger. I know the original charger is good, but I think that the good third-party charger will be much better. So that's all. If you have any question about the Galaxy S7 Edge, just tell me. I will make a nice video or respond in the comment. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye!